Yo guys, what is going on? JP is back from another video, and today we're going to be reacting to an American versus full English breakfast, and yeah, I'm super excited for it. Let's get right into it. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, check out my Patreon, link in the description, and my P.O. Box address is also in the description. Make sure you follow me on Instagram as well, at JBYY, and comment some things you want me to check out in the future in the comment section down below. Let's get right into it.
You know, they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I don't really know if that's true or not. Scientifically, I'm not sure it is. There is one complication we need to figure out here. The full English breakfast, or an iconic diner American breakfast. Is there a true winner? Look, 1 second, we have a very important announcement. We recently hit 4 million subscribers. That's 4 times what we had a year ago. So as a very important thank you, we brought in a bunch of you guys into a Discord, and we got into video chats with random people left and right, and we surprised people with free KitchenAid stand mixers. You know, those really good stand mixers that I use all the many as we.
That is a long ad. All right, let's get into the breakfast.
You shut up. I'm not even being, it's a robot. Just right off the bat, I have a feeling I may lean more towards the full English only because there's more options, but I'm not sure yet. I have to make it, I have to put it together, do all the right things, bring them together. 2 plates, 1 gentleman, and 1 mouth. So with all that said, let's make this, shall we? All right, folks, this is a true showdown. An all-American breakfast versus a full English breakfast. Minus the black pudding, though, because not everyone loves it. Feel free to add if you wish. Now, let's begin with the all-American. Of course, we have to talk about bacon. Very simple. Get the thickest sliced bacon you can find, and for about 2 to 4 people, you can place 4 to 8 slices on a baking sheet lined with aluminum foil. Pop that into a cold oven, then set it to 450 degrees Fahrenheit and set a timer for 20 to 25 minutes. And once your timer has gone off, your bacon should be a beautiful golden brown and cooked perfectly. If it's not crispy or dark enough, then just leave it in there until, well, it is. Up to 10 more minutes. Then pull that out, let it drain on a paper towel, and that's your bacon. Next up is our hash browns. Snag 3 chunky
My mouth.
russet potatoes, wash and peel them beautifully, then using a box
My mouth is watering.
all of your potatoes, then place them into a large bowl, season them with salt very generously, toss together, and you're gonna wanna squeeze them pretty aggressively to coax some of that wah-wah out. Then give this a nice rinse underwater, drain them, and place in a dish towel, wrap that up, and wring out as much water as you can. From there, just heat up a medium non-stick pan over medium heat, add in just enough vegetable oil to coat the bottom of the pan, around 2.5 tablespoons. Once the pan is hot, whoa, press in some of your potato mixture, enough to fit that pan edge to edge. Then let that cook for 3 to 4 minutes or until you get a nice crust and the potatoes are half cooked through. Give it a nice flip, or well, as best you can, and repeat on the other side. Once it's a beautiful brown on both sides and the inside is cooked through, it's done. Season it to taste with salt if needed, then repeat with the rest of your potatoes. Next up is our pancakes. I find it so annoying that people go to buy box mix when in reality it takes literally 3 to 5 minutes just to make your own mix. Sorry to admit it, but you're saving yourself little to no time by doing that. Just a note from Papa. This recipe is from my ultimate pancake guide. The link for that is in the description. You make the batter, optionally let it rest, then heat up a large non-stick pan over medium heat, lightly grease it with cooking spray or vegetable oil, and cook 3 to 4 quarter-cup mounds of batter at a time for about 3 minutes per side, or until you flip and get a gorgeous dark golden brown on both sides, and the inside is fluffy and cooked through. Stack and place those to the side on a plate to keep warm as you finish the rest. For the eggs, you can cook them however you want, but typically I see them scrambled, so we're gonna do that. I call this a medium scramble. Not rubbery, but also not super loose and rich like a soft scramble.
Hey, you guys are seeing the American breakfast. This is exactly what it is. It's like you go to any diner in the morning, this is what they're serving.
Medium non-stick pan, heat up 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter until it's melted and bubbling. Crack 4 to 6 eggs into a medium-sized bowl and give those a nice whisk until they're homogeneous. Then pour those into your pan, then while constantly stirring with a spatula and shaking the pan, cook these bad boys for about 2 to 3 minutes. And look, when I say constantly, I mean constantly. Don't stop the movement. You'll notice that they go from creamy, then they'll thicken, then they'll form curds, and as soon as it's formed curds and there's just a little bit of liquid left and they aren't total rubber, remove them from the heat, season to taste with salt and optionally a little bit of black pepper. And those are your eggs. Listen, if your eggs do happen to go rubbery, well then, papa, no hug. Now, to plate this up, well, you're gonna need a plate. Then place down your fat stack, followed by a pat of butter, some of your eggs, a touch of fresh cracked black pepper on those, and some thinly sliced chives. Add on your beautiful hash browns. And last but not least, your bacon, as crunchy or floppy as you like it. Look, enjoy your bacon however you need. Don't let anyone tell you how to live your life. All right, so we've got our American style breakfast contender. I think it's time to go English. We first must have our bean discussion because it's, well, very important to this dish. Get a medium sauce pot and add 1.5 cups or 350 milliliters of chicken stock, 3/4 of a cup or 180 milliliters of water, 3.5 tablespoons or 53 grams of dark brown sugar, 2.5 tablespoons or 35 grams of tomato paste, a 1/3 cup or 80 grams of ketchup, 3 large cloves of garlic, lightly crushed by hand, give them a little bow, and finally add 2 sprigs of fresh sage. This was a large sprig, so I did just one. Set the heat to medium-high and bring that to a boil, then immediately reduce the temperature to low and simmer for 12 to 15 minutes or until slightly reduced. Then add 3 cans of drained navy beans and
So he's making his own beans. He's not even using the Heinz. Wow, this is impressive. Let me know if he made this right.
simmer for another 5 minutes, then separately combine 1 tablespoon or 14 grams of cornstarch and 1.5 tablespoons or 21 grams of water. Whisk together to create a slurry, then stream and whisk in about half of that into your beans. Let that continue to heat for a few minutes, and if that's thicky-wicky to your liking, then stop there. If not, then add the rest of your cornstarch.
That looks pretty
just
perfect.
Season it to taste with salt and pepper if needed, and place it to the side to keep warm. Okay, so the mushrooms and tomatoes can be cooked in the same pan, so get a large skillet, add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and a generous glug of extra virgin olive oil. Set that over medium-high heat just until the butter is fully melted and cut the stems off all your mushrooms if you wish, then add them to your pan stem side up. Yes, the whole darn thing, brother. Be sure to leave enough room on the other half of the pan to then add 2 to 3 clusters of cherry or grape tomatoes. Season to taste with salt, optionally toss in a couple sprigs of fresh thyme. Doesn't that just look beautiful already? It's about to have me boiling. Now, just let those cook without moving them around too much for 3 minutes or until the mushrooms get a nice color. Carefully flip all your mushrooms and cook for another 3 minutes or until the mushrooms get a nice color and the tomatoes are softened, lovely, and caramelized. And keep those warm on the side. Now, for your meat, we're not using regular old belly bacon. You specifically need English back bacon. It looks like this. It's essentially the loin from, well, the back of our 3 little pigs. Now, heat up a medium-sized pan
why'd he
over
do that?
medium-high. Coat the bottom with a little bit of oil. Then once that's ripping hot, sear off your back bacon for 1 to 2 minutes or until you get some color. Then flip and repeat on the other side. You gotta sear this quick, otherwise it'll go dry. If done right, you may consider it over belly bacon. Or, well, maybe not. It's up to you. Once you've seared off your desired amount of back bacon, in that same pan, add in some already cooked sausages of choice, or you can boil your own from raw. That's up to you. These are miniature smoked sausages. Then just simply sear those guys on all sides for about 1 minute, or you take it a nice coating of deep brown with a touch of char here and there. About 5 minutes total. Place those to the side to keep warm as well. Think warm, like a hug from Papa. Last but not least is our eggs. I chose to go sunny side up here. And of course, I have a special technique for that. Heat up a non-stick skillet over medium-high, toss in about 2 tablespoons of butter, let it melt completely, and begin to bubble. Crack in 2 to 3 eggs and let those cook just until the whites are set. Then baste the top of your eggs with the butter to both cook and flavor the tops. Then once the whites are fully set and the yolk is still remove your eggies, snag yourself a plate, and begin to assemble. Start off with your hot eggmen, hit them with some fresh cracked black pepper, Papa's favorite flaky salt, followed by a generous helping of your English baked beans, your glistening sausages, seared back bacon, caramelized tomatoes, and roasty mushrooms. Oh, and of course, toast too, although I couldn't fit it on the plate, so maybe just serve that on the side. Also, more specifically, toast goes with both of these plates. I highly recommend any bread you damn well choose. A nice brioche is a classy choice, but there's nothing wrong with a plain white bread. Or heck, you could even go whole wheat if you desire. Don't ask me how to toast the bread. I hope you know. In the toaster, please. Okay, so we have our 2 beautiful breakfast gentlemen. Now it's time for them to both duke it out in the octagon of flavor. Okay, so we have our all-American breakfast, or well, not all-American. It's just an American-style breakfast. Eggs, bacon, hash browns, pancakes. Of course, the American one is half carbohydrates and half fat. But we're gonna eat this all as one unit. So get a little bit of bacon, a little bit of hash brown, some egg. There's nostalgic, childlike flavor. Wait, hang on. That's not what I meant to say. This brings me back to my childhood. That's what I'm trying to say. Stop making it weird. And maple syrup. Also, why do they always put the pancakes on this plate? Because guess what? Well, watch what's gonna happen when I do this. Oh, loaves. There's something better than just adding like tree sap on my scrambled eggs. They're fluffy, they're sweet. I love pancakes. I'm a big fan of pancakes. We know what this tastes like, okay? If you're American, you know exactly what this tastes like. This versus the English breakfast. Will nostalgia win? Will it? Now, you can't have it.
All right, wait. Before he tries the English breakfast, I want you guys to let me know down below, did he make this right? Now, I've seen some English breakfast made before, and I think this is pretty similar to what I saw. But you're gonna have to let me know in the comments, because you're the pro here, not me.
This without toast, just saying. The beans, right off the bat, I'm stoked about these, okay? I love the beans that come with English breakfast. I
Love them.
This is something you just kind of eat all together. You know, you get a little bit of egg, get that yolk running, get a piece of sausage, some beans. I mean, this is like a perfect meal. This is my kind of an experience. Look how many ways you can eat this. Unlimited adventure. So being born and raised in America, I feel a little wrong saying this. Personally, the eating experience of an English breakfast is superior. All the different flavors, all the different textures. You can eat multiple things, some with toast, some without toast, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's how I like to eat. But the American style breakfast, you can't forget about the beauty of a pancake, the beauty of a hash brown, all right? I'm not saying this is better than that, but collectively, as an experience, I enjoy this one more. You wanna know what else is full of
Ooh.
Papa's glistening sausage? B-roll.
Hey. The editing on this video is crazy. Hey.
All right, guys, and that is it. So we
All right. So that's the American versus the full English breakfast. Now, just from the looks, honestly, the English breakfast looks better. I'm not even gonna lie. I say I'm not gonna lie so much, but the American breakfast is not good anymore, in my opinion, because I just pancakes are nasty to me now, because I've eaten them too many times. But I don't know. I really want to try the full English breakfast. Maybe I'll make one. That'd be an awesome video. So yeah, I know this was an American guy we watched. Usually I react to British people, but it was the first thing that popped up when I searched this. I kind of wanted to do like a comparison video, get back into those since I did a lot of those on this channel before. But thanks so much for watching, everyone, and comment down below. Did you like the looks of the American breakfast? I'm sure you guys have tried, and I'm speaking you guys. I'm talking to people in the UK since that's the majority of my viewers. But I'm sure you've tried an American breakfast before. Let me know how that experience went. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.